Well, you know what? I'll just say something too. Like, this might be a little bit crazy, maybe a little out of turn, but if I'm one of those Huns players and I just saw Senzu kind of step back from the team, I'm like, man, if I have a baller major, I might be able to get picked up on that other Mongolian squad.
Might be. Well, let's see if that will end up happening here for the Huns. They go straight away into what is going to be a heavy A plate. Cobra with the opener.
Nothing really to delay, no Molotov, no smoke, it's all NPL. Everyone else is hustling over, but NPL needs to get something done. Take the point of the attack away. The rest of the defense is arriving though, and they can push through the smokes.
That's essential. Now coming over, Shadow spotted, side of the wall. Bartak sidelines him with the Glock, scoring Cobra following up, and Huns bombard the A bomb site. Not a single kill on this pistol round picked up from B8. And you can hear the Huns celebrating, at least we can, down the hall, Jason.
What a surprise. Guns for $1 yet again. Not tired? Stop wasting time and money on junk. With Hellcase, your inventory will turn into a fairy tale. Be smart like the terrorist.
We were just talking about this, what feels like a couple of minutes ago, when we were saying that Rare Adam got off to the 3-0 lead.
That's the thing you always got to be concerned about, or not concerned, but just keep your eye on. It's like, yeah, great, you win the pistol, probably going to win the second round as well, but when you see such a...
Probably being the operative
word.
word.
The second round. It's unarmored USPs, though, but now there's one Galil in play, and they picked up another AK-47. If you're B8, you're going for this 100%.
There's head trick. And he's dead. So that AK's gone. Not really feeling that, to be honest. But if you can get another one, there you go. It's all right. There's 2 headshots. There's an AK-47.
Oh, my Lord.
And they only keep 1 player up. Now, reminder, you've got them on breaking point already. If you win this round as the CT side, Huns are going to have a half buy in the next round.
Yeah, it's that early reversal of the economy that's so painful to deal with from the T side in the early stages. Utility out towards elbow, smoke broken, but Hedrick looking for information, a little bit of spam through, great damage, 69, but NPL grabs one back, traded into a 4-on-4. So even with the MP9 and taking some damage to the boards, I think he's going to be happy to just say, yeah, there's still one more player here, still someone just kind of hanging around. So the defense is going to start getting mobile and aggressive, shift back towards middle to activate this little peek, this swing, this reposition from NPL. They're coming above them, though. They want to transition to the A bomb site, it feels.
Oh, MPL, sneak attack, goes back down into fight. Elbow sees the second player there as well. And that peek out by Bartak, winning the duel. There's no fallback from MPL. And look at Nine's reaction. He's moved out and taken space in towards the A bomb site. He's already behind the big box.
Yeah, Hedrick is dead, actually. This could just easily be around for the Huns. And this is great. Oh, I love the trigger discipline. You're going to have to kill him before he goes in towards A main. You don't want him to escape to your teammate, so a nice find. If he were to stick around, though, Nine could have just chilled, called his teammates over, and taken the frag at the perfect moment. So B8 hustling to recover the scenario, but they've lost track so much of the Huns.
All right, so the worst case scenario was Huns losing this round, being sent back to pistols. That's not the case, though. Some great plays from some of the individuals here. Some risks being taken, but working out for the Huns, and they're now 3-0 up with B8, the best case scenario being essential, saving this M4. Yeah,
and Huns, this is lovely for them because they avoid that pain point of losing all the money. So now you just you get to hang out, you get to have a good time. Another round that you get to go into next where you have the advantage in terms of weaponry. I think this round is lost. That kind of aggressive play in middle from NPL, kind of set up with his teammate over in Red Room. Once he goes down, his teammate rotates over to the B bomb site after that initial kill, and then all of a sudden that's where the bomb was, but there's no one else to cover that A bomb site. I think this is just a brilliant read of the situation from Nine. That round you just played where Nine lurks all the way back towards big box and gets that round can be very tilting, so we'll keep an eye on them.
Yeah, their mental, we've seen it collapse many times. Frustration have definitely come through. Zeralt is going to be the first victim of the round. Essential going to be happy about that. Utility grabbing the opener.
Yeah, Molotov 2 HE grenades on his position, softens him up, and that's a little, little ambitious from Cobra stepping through that smoke.
Certainly hasn't worked out. Sometimes ambition bites you in the ass, and we've got Nine moving in towards A main. Hetrick going to take a bite out of him. So that's the round.
Yeah, the bummer for this, if you're the Huns, is like this is way too easy a round win for B8 when they're still a little bit sore on their economy, light on utility.
Yeah, you did, but weren't punished for it. So 5 plays stay alive. B8 didn't have the money to really hunt down and go all out, no mercy. So they'll hang on to their weapons.
Elbow smoke lands. No Red Room smoke coming out from the Huns instantly. They might be going for a mid play.
We got Essential charging his way down the B lane. It's going to be another opening kill here from Essential. So he's feeling very good about himself at the moment. Minute on the clock. Essential tucks himself up in the corner, happy with the work he's done.
Yeah, I like this. A strong defense from B8. Obviously, if there's pressure from B ramp, you can just dump safety and play for the post plant. You keep that position for your teammates when they rotate in. Hedrick's going to get smoked out. One flashbang through. He's got a teammate over in Donut. It's going to be a nade to break it open. Doesn't break it all the way, but good information gathered.
Now they come into Kenzazor. They're not really checking him. And Score's time to kill is ridiculously long. Kenzazor gets away with one that.
Yeah, that second kill probably should have been traded for sure.
Hedrick, easy shot for him. Pressure's up. He's got some help. He doesn't even need it. So B8 with another round added to the tally. And these are 2 rounds where they don't lose.
Really good timing as Bartak is just moving away from the position of keeping his eyes on this flank. Now it does open the fallback to A bomb site through middle. So NPL is going to shift and control this.
We got Alex and Essential. It really is only Essential required now. Very much required though as Kenzazor comes back in to equalize out the kills. It's now a 2v2, 23 seconds left. Kenzazor can't get a further frag. So it all falls to MPL and he's a long way off. Now only arriving on that CT rotation.
Yeah, Kenzazor went for the round-winning play and now he's put his teammate in a really weird place. NPL knows exactly where you've gone. Oh, he's got a smoke for it. This is going to be rough. Bomb is exposed to the position though, so spam is a big deal.
Yeah, he's going to try and keep his head away from the spam shots. They're not going for it. He's just holding it.
Oh,
MPL
no.
just sticking it, and eventually at the last second, the Huns get it done.
Yeah, the smoke breaking with the bullets of the AK-47 might have just saved them. That looked a little bit odd, taking their time, setting up the boost. I was really worried. Nice round win from the Huns.
Rolt getting himself into the corner. Head trick.
Oh my
God, head ripped off. Now it's Essential standing on default, and you can see all the pressure is on him because he's checking towards cave and the ramp. He's trying to catch up, but attack just can't do it. It's really important fight there from Kenzazor. And we've now got MPL waiting out long, but he's about to be smoked out and flashed. So all that utility keeping him under pressure.
They can actually, pretty good spam, a little bit of damage. He can try and use this smoke, but not anymore, not with that kind of a push. Really good play from the Huns.
Yeah, Score making that flank as well through the A bomb site. He's now arriving towards CT spawn.
Oh, it's checkmate. They can't rotate back. Bomb is going to leave all the way through T spawn. The only play for B8 at the moment is if somehow they realize this is happening and Alex pushes over towards elbow. But now that he's pinned in by the AWP, he does not want to move. And Huns have just found a round win by positioning.
Yeah, they've got to fight your way out of this one if you're B8. You've got to somehow win this duel against Score.
The only way to win this round if you're B8 is if Score just completely blows this fight.
And he has.
Oh no!
He's done it, Jason. He's blown it completely, and now the plant is coming in towards default.
The bomb is alone. You know the Opera was at the B bomb site. You know it's going to be Donut or A main at the end of the round. Oh, I cannot believe this is the situation they find themselves in.
They've got a smoke, they've got a flash, and they've got an HE grenade. A real chance to win this round out for B8 all of a sudden, down to that kill that Score was unable to collect. Will they put the utility in place? MPL's barrel spotted. Shot, baited out. 9, then takes the shot too early. That allows the MPL to move out into the open. Now the utility can go down. Now the pressure's on Huns as that defuse should begin right about now. It is being held. It is canceled. They need to get back on it, and this time they're going to hold it all the way through. It is been denied at the final second from the no-scope of 9. It is the last second on that defusal. The Huns barely limping through it. Brilliant. A very exciting game so far in this best of one.
I mean, if you're the Huns and you're trying to paint a picture of how they would cause an upset in this match, I mean, you've got everything that you want to start out with,
right? You're doing it right now for sure.
You got the pistol round and the conversions, and now you've got a nice round here, a clutch scenario, kind of a miracle round, one that you probably shouldn't have won. You've broken the economy of B8 going into round 9. Everything set up very nicely for Huns to make this interesting. That's the bomb. Not a big deal because NPL is not going to cover. It doesn't have the resources, but now it's a big deal.
Well, Score walking in towards Essential.
Oh, my Lord.
And that 5-7 has grabbed an AK. And yeah, Huns, you've given yourself a great chance in that last round where you've thrown it right back.
Look at where all the deaths have taken place, one by one.
Here you go.
No chance for a trade, no chance for any kind of a conversion, trying to take over Cave and Jaguar on your own, peeking up a ramp and just getting deleted. It's very deflating. And then on top of all that, look at the money at the bottom of the screen for the Huns. They're going to have to save in the next round as well.
That's the way this game has been so back and forth, right? It's been exciting, but it hasn't really been stable for any of the squads yet. Huns had an opportunity to stabilize, and they've kind of thrown it away. Hat-trick. Going to be clear. They see the shin. They take the frag.
I mean, you can still win this, as crazy as that sounds, right? Like, you
Yeah,
can
you
still
can.
find a way to come back in this round. If you can get this bomb planted, good kill there. Another one, and you're right back in it.
Absolutely back in it. Bartak battering his way through them. It's now MPL all of a sudden low HP, and they've won it, Jason. Surely there's no way in which MPL can pick this up now. He has no kit. He's got no utility left, and the Huns have somehow walked their way back into the round win.
Oh my God! If we did a survey of all the viewers right now, and we're like, in your matchmaking game, if your team,
Are they? Yeah, we go, finally.
if your team lost a round like you did previously, and then had a 5-on-2 and lost that as well in the ensuing round, like, how many of you would just be tilted off the planet? But they're putting themselves in such good positions. It's like 80% of the game has been fine and good, and then that last 20% of actually closing things out has been a bit of a mess.
Well, it feels like this round is breaking point for the mentality. An awkward, prolonged fight with both players blinded, and then Alex just moves in as the roll eventually gets his rifle ready. It's just nightmarish right now for B8.
It's actually just gotten so ridiculous in these past 3 rounds.
It's just chaos. Here we go. Third up.
Give it to
Third up, and finally MPL able to come out on top.
Yeah, but now you know the information of where he shipped it off to. Peek from the bomb site. Kenzazor can't get anything done. You know NPL's over in Cave. You don't even have to fight it. You don't have to do anything about him. Let him sit in Cave.
Yeah, you got Hat-trick and MPL 2v4. If MPL is unable to grab anything, the round is done. There's one. It's quick. It means MPL doesn't lose too much of his health. He had a second chance, unable to crack the whip. But Hat-trick certainly will in middle, but still a long way off on this one. Whip. That was quite good.
That was good, actually.
Echo
You sort of nailed that.
through the whole building.
And you hit a high note. That's really well done.
Thank you.
It looked like they were building up into something really cool with that 3-round streak, but just completely demolished in the past few. Kenzazor with MP9 pushing down middle, run boost up onto the rail.
Not really able to construct that elbow boost, are they? MPL goes into the B lane, catches 9, backtracking away from the ramp, and now Huns are almost funneled into an A play.
Yeah, you almost kind of force yourself to take an aggressive play that you know, takes decision-making and emotion out of it. You know, you just got to go push and find a fight, and NPL's done exactly that.
Yeah, Hat-trick just peeks out at a good time, catches Cobra, so further numbers going in the favor of B8, and we've now got a minute 20 left with Huns 3v5, so doesn't feel too good right now for the Mongolians to spin this one back in their favor, but we've seen them win a 2v5 already. They've got to do it again as Hat-trick rips off another one. It's Score and Bartak, the next victims of the rifle, and Zeralt is left in A main.
You can tell he was a little pissed because this round has just been him saying, I'm not scared of any fight. I'm just going to stand in the open, take them all. Quad kill for Hat-trick. Beautiful shooting and a solo hold of the A bomb site. All right, there's the
Some say 8-4 is the most dangerous scoreline.
There's the elbow smokes and elbow Molotovs. Red room smoke is up as well. Actually, elbow smoke missed off the mark, so they will be able to stream out with complete vision. A little bit earlier the timing than B8 probably expects, but NPL and Kenzazor are ready in Donut.
Here they come. Score straight up into the fight. MPL with a double. Make it 3. Shutting them down easily. A 5th round for B8. No problem here in round 12. And as Cobra with his last stand, no bomb in his possession and no hope as B8 with a little bit of attitude to close out the first half.
Yeah, really well done at the end from B8 in those final 2 rounds. Individually stepped up, but the Huns have made it interesting, and we'll see how it concludes when we return from the break.
Not the case.
Yeah, some of the frustrations that we know that they kind of fall prey to are apparent, which is why it was good they win the last 2 rounds, and now they've just got to be rushed. They're already into the B bomb site. Defense is passive, way far back.
Oh.
NPL comes right at him. Flying Glock shot.
Love to see that. 9 sending one back, but MPL continues to progress forward as that bomb gets planted, confirming at least the force buy in the next round, but B8 look like they're going to win it all.
We mentioned the last 2 rounds of that first half being, you know, a really good recovery from B8. It was NPL with an aggressive push in the second to last round, and it was Hat-trick with that kind of quad kill holding out A main that was super impressive as well. So those are the 2 guys who kind of injected a little bit more life into B8 coming into halftime.
Well, Hat-trick going to walk up, score the next victim, NPL, and Hat-trick cleaning up the final 3, and that is B8 continuing the way they finished that first half.
Yeah, lovely there.
And for B8 a bit of a bonus, they'll keep a Mag-10, they'll keep 3 Galils, and that 1 AK-47 for MPL. The Cobra. Coiled on the B-bomb site and recoiled by MPL as it's all over really as MPL continues to move up. That B-bomb site has been taken and we've ended up with a very dominantly taking that B site. Well, 9 could cause a couple of problems. In the red room, there's the Mag-10.
It's not any significant kill, but it's a nice reaction considering, you know Zeralt is not going to be able to do anything over from Cave, so really you're the only defender. So instead of actually trying to get towards Cube and make something, trying to force the issue, go back and clear out the mid-red room so your teammates can shift over, and then you can make the decision as a team. I think they're going to choose to save. There's no kits in play, very little utility. They're so far off.
Wow, they're staying committed to this, and that flash is just going to create a lot of pressure, but then all of a sudden, 2 kills come in, make it 3, they're right back on for this, but the Galil lining up, it's not enough. That was the last ditch effort, and they go back into it, Jason. Frustrating, at least for us to watch that.
Yeah.
Now they end up with a bye coming back in. That was a bit of a bonus, as I mentioned at the start of the last round.
Even with a round loss, I think if you're NPL, if you're Alex as the IGL, you're kind of putting the note in the back of your head that you're sort of able to challenge the B bomb side. Like NPL was just confident, just looked for a solo fight and wins it out. So I think that's something you might go back to later on in the half.
Great kill from Essential. MPL on the follow-up, and I think, you cast that last round away when you get a 2-man opener. You just got to win this one.
I think that's too much from the Huns there. Cobra, an extended fight at the box down ramp, like kind of a solo push aggression.
Right.
If Cobra gets that kill, I can kind of understand the follow-up push, but swinging out that wide, very, very dangerous that early. No setup with utility from middle or red room either. So a 5-on-3, and B8 can hit the brakes and chill. Wait for the reaction, wait for the response. Huns, for their part, aren't giving them anything, playing a very passive setup. Got Bartak keeping eyes at the A bomb site. He's got to worry about Donut and A main, and technically CT spawn. Got 9 in score, playing passive behind the cube.
Score 8K, and Essential a drop score without issue. Bomb plant will be coming up soon. As he overwhelmed the site, it's going to be Kens as well, walking away. 9 the victim. And now with Huns, absolutely no shot in this round, no competition, as B8 will tie up again.
You cannot... the exact opening that B8 need to just really actually take the lead with a significant grip, right? They grabbed it by 1 round and it's been taken away from them. Now you have the chance to build it up into a multi-round lead.
Straight away, some utility going up towards the ramp, bounces
Horrible
back off
time for Miss Molotov.
Yep, absolutely, works out perfectly for the Huns. Taking some damage, some sound cues, but can they win out in the chaos? As they come through the smokes, it's Essential and Bartak going blow for blow. Essential nearly killed his own teammate.
He got into the cubby. Zeralt can make a play here. They have no idea he slipped into the smoke.
Yeah, Zeralt just hanging out. They had that mid-fight go down in favor of the CTs. 9 through the smoke. The wall bang on the head trick. MPL on the trade, but here comes that play. Here comes Zeralt around the back. Might not even be required until finally score is put away. But Zeralt's flank, the timing. Kens has got around the corner. Gets into a better position here at Cave, but there's no way he's going to be ready for Zeralt here. Zeralt has got the round win in the palm of his hand. He's played this one perfectly, and he's got himself the kill.
That missed Molotov. That missed Molotov just ruins that round. Both of these teams 0-1 from their initial starts to the Budapest Major. Trying to recover, trying to end the day with a little bit of positivity.
Here goes Score into the B lane. Zeralt and Score, blow for blow. Essential able to get 1 back here for B8. At least keeps it within touching distance, but Huns are going to be happy with the start to the CT side here. Smoke goes down on that cross on over. Here's 9 waiting for Alex to peek into the open. 9 to descend back in towards the cave. He'll retreat. In towards the temple, rather.
40 seconds, though. There's time for B8 to play with this. They're just going to come right at Donut.
Yeah, they've actually already seen Alex slip through that smoke. So he's trying to time this push with his teammates coming out of the donut to put the pressure on Nine's off. But the Nine sniper gets away with one more. Headtrick finally coming in with some fight here for B8, but they need another, and they need it quick. 25 seconds on that clock. Cobra in the smoke pushes forward. Alex to the kill. It's now Bartak and Nine 2v2 as bomb gets planted, denied, and then picked up again. 14 seconds. Time is a limiting factor, and Alex needs to win this on 24 HP. It's Nine moving forward. Op to try and deny, and Nine will nail the headshot.
Nasty, so ready for that peak. Was not going to get caught off guard. A brilliant clutch.
Of a 12th round victory. Put them up to map point over B8 here on Ancient.
Headtrick was gathering information from his corner in A main. That's a great find from Essential. They needed that. Zeralt going for a little bit of information and just caught.
The dink. Like, that's crazy. It looked like Zeralt was going to get nothing but a dink at least. Cobra goes to try and finish off that kill, finish off that damage, and it is nice timing here. MPL coming in towards his crosshair. Will Cobra be able to catch him? No. So MPL follows up, and even though that fight felt close and there was great opportunities there from Huns, it's now a 5v3 with 35 seconds left.
And the positions that Bartak and Nine are in, it's not easy to shift over. Obviously, Bartak boosted up. Nine is over in Donut. There's not really any good places that he can rotate to shift, so it's all on Score, and he needs a triple.
He needs to keep them at the door. Score with the first. That is it. Alex breaks him open. Headtrick keeping the pressure up on the A side. That bomb gets planted. That'll confirm the round victory. And there will be no 12th round in this one, at least, for the Huns.
All right, not done yet. Nine desperately wants to keep his hands on this AWP, but where does he decide to go and try and save? He knows Headtrick was over at the A bomb site towards A main. He's going to head in that direction, try and clear things out, find some safety. Headtrick not considering this either. NPL coming from the elbow. This shot is going to sell his position, and Headtrick slides back, and the rest of B8 is on the hunt. That op is so tantalizing to take it out of the hands of Nine.
Oh, well, he's got the no-scope. White knuckle grip here on the AWP. They're close, and he's gone. He's lost the AWP at the final second. That is a huge victory to pick up there for B8 at the last second of the round.
Yeah, especially because even with the 3-round win streak prior to this, they never able to grow their money into anything. So Nine...
Huns 11-10 up over B8. A 0-1 game here at the Major.
I think this is over eager. I think they're going to regret this.
Well, it's a good start here from Score. The mid-take has not worked out perfectly for B8. They've lost a casualty. They haven't traded it. So in terms of the start Huns were hoping for, at least they've got it.
At least they've got this. Zeralt push up in towards Jaguar. Cobra just jiggling at the top of the B ramp. Smoke's in place, so B8's going to have to hold their position for the moment. One player down, you have nobody to establish mid-presence.
Yeah, there's still going to be some really important, tough fights here.
I'm so worried about this just because of look at Nine's position on the minimap, playing over and CT spawn just at the off angle, really, really passive, and it's going to be a long time for him to rotate over to the B bomb side. He shifts in just now. That might be the perfect timing.
Yeah, Cobra, needs to be careful. Gets back, blinded. Is MPL held back for the time being, and Cobra is given some mercy. He's still there. They know he's close. They trade him out. There's actually no kill coming through from him at all. Zeralt, the only player getting something done from that B bomb site defense. Now the bomb is being planted. Nine cannot deny it, and we've got a 3v3. Huns have no kits for this retake. A long flank coming in, an important kill from Nine, but Score needs one of his own. He goes into the open. They're distracted, and Score gets a freebie. It suddenly falls down to this 1v1, but remember the limited time. Remember the limited kit. And Bodtak's moved into the bomb site, taps onto that. It's not going to be the stick. He's trying to pull Essential in, and the damage is given out, but the kill is picked up, and the score line is tied up.
And a recovery from the 4-on-5 for B8 in such a crucial round, and that heavy investment. And a lot of pressure coming into the A bomb site. Not a full commitment, but utility that makes it feel like it is.
Yeah, it's really just Alex who's stay committed towards A. Everybody else is ready to go into that B bomb site.
I like the call. You're testing the inexperience.
Yeah, you're seeing how jittery Huns are in a round like this. Last round of regulation here at the Major in Budapest. We've got Cobra getting his rifle out, ready to go. Essential chopping him up. That's a big kill, a big entry, followed up by a Headtrick, and that should be it. Unless there's something heroic from Score, and there just absolutely isn't.
Oh my god, the fake call is beautiful in this last round.
Yeah, it's perfect. And Nine, he's gone. So will Bartak be. He's coming back in from heaven. But for B8, it will be a 13-11 win. They get the job done. They will get their first win here at the Major in Budapest. They bounce back with a win over Huns. I don't think they're going to feel too happy about the way in which they won this series, but at least they've got it done.
What a surprise. Guns for $1 yet again. Not tired? Stop wasting time and money on junk. With Hellcase, your inventory will turn into a fairy tale. Be smart like the terrorist.